Hey trackies, welcome back to another video. Please remember to smash that subscribe button, hit the like, share, comment, do. Trackies, I don't know about uno, but me excited, bad. Guess what? The Racers Grand Prix set for the 7th of June has been officially launched. And let me tell you something, they came out with a 1-2 sucker punch surprise for everyone. And trackies, I am here for it. I am excited. And for me, this is going to be the return of JA in a particular event, or at least that's just my opinion. So, as I said, the Racers Grand Prix has kicked off and it's slated for the 7th of June, and we will see athletes featured there. The likes of Kishane Thompson, Zarnell Hughes, Antonio Watson, Christopher Bailey, Trey Cunningham, Wayne Pinnock, Oblique Seville, Gary Card. Seems as though it's going to be his professional debut. Brian Lavelle, Christopher Taylor makes a return after suspension. And trackies, from a female perspective, before we get into this mid list, right? From a female perspective, look out to see Toby Amerson, Messiah Russell, Shade Williams, the Clayton twins, Sasha Lee Forbes, Cherokee Young, Alana Reed, Aaliyah Hobbs, Makai Briscoe, Jasha Shears, Kendall Ellis, Quena Hares, Tia Jones, Favor Ophelia, just to name a few, trackies, just to name a few. These are the athletes that are down to compete so far for the Racers Grand Prix. Let me just say, the first couple things that jump out at me, right, is that we are seeing Kishane Thompson here, and I'm definitely excited for this potential matchup in that 100 meters. Absolutely. Now, unfortunately, guys, so far there's not much to go off as it relates to anything Kishane Thompson related, other than the fact that we know he has clocked, 9.77 seconds. We know that he's ran a relay so far this season, seemingly healthy. But, he hasn't really given us anything else. We know that Oblique Seville so far has gotten his, feet wet a few times racing, looks much, sharper than everybody else. But as far as it relates to, what that potential competition will look like on the 7th of June, it's too early to tell. It's definitely too early to tell. I have to see Kishane run a few races, see Oblique run a few more races, and then I'll be like, okay, all right, this is who I think will win the race, and this is why I'm saying that. For now, I can't really say who is going to win. All I know is I'm excited, and I'm definitely looking forward to this competition between our two Jamaican big men, big track stars in that 100 meters. Now, something else that jumped out at me, guys, is that Gary Card apparently is turning professional. And also, Glenn Mills did say at the press conference that Gary Card is now healthy and back training. A young man with a personal best of 10.06 seconds done this season, 2025, and on the verge, in my opinion, of breaking into sub 10. Yes, he looked that good. He looked that phenomenal at the Easter Grace Kennedy Boys and Girls Athletics Championships. However, he was not able to compete as effectively or as strongly as possible due to seemingly an injury. However, he is backtracking. He will be competing on the 7th of June at the Racers Grand Prix as a professional athlete. Boy, I tell you, I'm excited. My excitement buzz. Now, Chucky is another one that clearly has jumped out at me. Is Christopher Taylor's return? Yes, Christopher Taylor makes an epic return. Now we all know that he was suspended 2.5 years, pretty much, and yeah, it ends on the 15th of May, and he will be ready to compete at the Racers Grand Prix. And it also has been announced that guess what? Dum dum dum, he will be competing in the 200 meters. Now, Trackies, right off the bat, I'm like, is this a switch up for Christopher Taylor? Will he be now taking on that 200? Look here, we need it. We need the men in the 200 meters for sure. But the big question is clearly, is this the way to go for him in this men's 200 meters? So far, trackies, he has shown us signs that Christopher Taylor, or at least to me personally, definitely I believe he's a more natural sprinter. No, he comes in with a personal best over that 200 meters of 20.35 seconds, done all the way back in 2018. So, long time ago. He's really been focusing on the 400 meters, especially as a professional athlete. But seemingly is making that switch, and I'm absolutely here for it. And again, that 20.35, I'm expecting big things from him because he definitely showed us early signs of his sprinting prowess. And another year that we can look at to clearly say that, yeah, man, he already had natural speed was when he equaled Johan Blake's at the time Champs record 10.11 seconds. Just a random stroll one day, at one of these development meets in Kingston. He came out and he dropped a 10.11, shocking everybody. Everybody was aghast. Everybody's mouth was drop a grung. And we're like, hold up, wait a minute. Why does it seem as though this young man is actually a better, 1-2 sprinter than he is a 400-meter athlete? But y'all know, guys, as I said, he has been focusing on that 400. I do believe that he has expressed, interest in competing in the shorter, distances prior to his suspension. So guess what? It seems as though he's taking that up now, and I'm absolutely here for it. As I said, we are surely lacking in that area when it comes to the 200 meters. And if he can come in and fill that void, look here. I am absolutely here for it. I'm dubbing this right now a 200-meter takeover from a Jamaican perspective. Yeah, Christopher Taylor is back and banging, and ready to take over that 200 meters. I do hope, though, to be fair, truly, he's actually a fantastic 4x1 100-meter relay runner as well. I was going to say that I would still look, at least hope, to see him running, a few 4x4s, maybe on a relay leg here and there. But track is. Thinking about it, he's actually fantastic on that 4x1 too. I don't want, give the athlete them too much video. You know what I mean? So that being said, let's just see how he progresses from here. But I'm definitely excited for his return. I'm glad that he decided to stick with the sport because we all know that he struggled with whether or not he should, end his career in track and field. I'm glad that he's stuck around, and I'm glad that he's also, making his intent clear, at least to me personally. This is the vibe I'm getting, that I'm going after that 200 meters. There's a void there, and I believe I can make a dent in the world based on the time that I have. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm absolutely looking forward to his debut. And track is just picking up from where he left off. Now, clearly, he hasn't raced competitively in over 2 years. So I'm not expecting him to come out and, be in world record shape. No, that's not what I'm expecting. I'm certainly expecting gradual progress from him, but I'm certainly excited to see him return. And yeah, definitely looking out for Brian Lavelle in that 200 meters. And I'm excited that, we have somebody that at least to me is showing intention with running the 200. So far, we've seen, Oblique, Sibyl, Dibble, and Dabble doesn't really, show interest in competing in both events. So we're still searching for, those athletes that will compete in the double. And Christopher Taylor is, one of those athletes that should be able to step in, even if he, can't initially be a part of a 100-meter team, because as you all see, we got Oblique, we got Kishane, we got Akeem doing crazy things around there. He can definitely hold a spot in that 200 meters, absolutely. And I'm here for it. Now, on the female side, clearly, the actual event to look forward to is that women's 100-meter hurdles. So far, I'm hoping that, as the days go on, we'll be able to see more and more athletes certainly join this list. I am also seeing that, Tia Clayton is there, Tina Clayton. I really want, for lack of a better phrase, stronger competition for Tia, actually, for the 100 meters. To me, based on who I see in this lineup so far, we're talking about her twin sister Tina. I'm seeing Sasha Lee Forbes. Have been waiting to see Sasha Lee Forbes for a minute, so I'm happy that she'll be out, but not much expectations because I haven't really seen much from her in 2025, right? But I want a stronger competition from her because to me, she's just gonna brush these people aside, easy peasy, right? That is my view when I think about Tia right now in this women's 100 meters. But all I have to say, Track, is overall, it's a good look. As we get closer to the competition, clearly we'll be able to see more progress from these athletes, and I can give you a full breakdown, a full preview as it relates to my thoughts. Now it's just initial, now it's just excitement for the announcement of these athletes that will be a part of the actual track meeting. And yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Also, I did see a release saying that the bleachers will be free. I'm not sure if it's true, but yeah, man, it seems as though we're doing everything to make sure that people turn up and show out for these track and field meetings, and I'm excited. Anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. One, Oblique and Kishane potential line up. Who you got? I don't have anybody so far. As I said, haven't seen anything from Kishane. Also, what do you think about the actual Christopher Taylor making a return? Also, Gary Card making his professional debut. There's so much that's going on from just the announcement from the Racers Grand Prix launch. Anyway, like the video, of course, and subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you all in the next one. Bye.